Coming from a long history of being a hunter, long before I was ever ranching, just being able to go out and get your own meat, harvesting elk and deer and antelope, you're able to provide a better quality meat for your family. You feel better, like everything about it is just better than buying your meat from the grocery store. I know where it came from, start to finish. Like I went out and killed it, I cut it up, I put it in the freezer. I know everything and every ounce of energy that was put into putting that food on the table. There's just so much value there, just not only from the end product, but just from the spiritual side of it. Man needs that. Man needs the adversity. Man needs the bad weather and heat and cold and no sleep and climbing mountains. Like we need that. It's a part of our primal needs. So right now we're harvesting our 2.5-year-olds. It's the waiting game now to get the right shot so that I don't have an animal behind the one I want to shoot, and I don't have a house or a human or car behind it. Killing our first animals here on the ranch, it doesn't matter if it's the first one or the one we did today. It's never easy. It's not something I enjoy. In fact, it's my least favorite part of the whole process is the killing of the animal. Being a hunter, I understand it. But as I get older and we've harvested a lot of animals, be it bison or elk or deer, there's some sorrow that goes along with that. There's some mourning. I mourn every time, but it's part of the process. And for us to survive and for us to keep going, God put those animals here for us and for that reason. Somebody's got to do it. If it's going to be somebody, at least here on this ranch, it's going to be me. Field harvesting is the most humane way in our eyes to take an animal's life. They're with their herd, they're with their family, and rather than being loaded into a stock trailer and trucked to a processing facility and killed there, it's way less stress on the animal. All of the animals, you can see they're going about their day now. The other animals are at the water tank, they're going and feeding. It's just way less stress. When you start putting bison in a pen or load them in a trailer, their stress level goes through the roof, and it's a better product and it's better for the animal in our eyes. Scientifically proven too. It's very similar in with what we do here on the ranch. It's hard work, and we're outside and we're getting blisters, and it could be 90 degrees out or it could be -30, and we're experiencing those environmentals that we really need to experience. Like, too many people are comfortable in life, and for me, that discomfort is what pushes me and drives me and makes me enjoy this lifestyle. Just being around bison, I've never driven down the road and saw a field full of cows and wanted to stop and take pictures and say, oh, those are really cool. I'll have bad days. Like I'll have a bad day, and some people will sit down and on their couch and drink a beer and watch TV, and I'll go out in the field and just sit down on the ground and just sit there and watch them. And it's funny because they'll come to me. If I go out there and they'll come to me, and all of my woes are gone. I just lose all of my thoughts on how bad a day it was, and I just live in that moment, and it kind of washes my worries away. And I think it's the spirit of the animal. There's a lot of pureness to them.
You got your wallet?
I do.
Okay.
To the races. Yeah, I've been out there as -15. I had to have a heater, one of those little propane heaters, and I didn't leave the truck to pull the trigger. And when I had to go out there, I left gloves on, and I still had to go get my fingers in front of the heater to keep it from freezing up. Wind's blowing, it's -15, you know. It's tough because you truly love the animal, but you have to follow through with the process, and that's the hardest part of this whole thing is, you know, basically killing something that you love. It is really a better process for all of humanity. I mean, if our food system was designed this way, which it used to be, to have everybody in the process that truly cares about the process and cares about the animal, cares about the food, we'd be a much healthier society than we are today. We're poisoned by our own food system today, and we need more of this, more people doing this, more people just being a part of this process. It's more attainable to go directly to your local rancher than, you know, folks just don't understand that. But there are people all over the nation that are just like us, that are, you know, family operated ranches that are just trying to make it happen. And nobody's doing this to get rich. Like, this isn't about the money. This is about the lifestyle and the fact that we care where our food comes from. You know, morals and values, not everybody has that. And I think if you look at the best indicator to morals and values is the why. Like, why are they doing it? If they're doing it for the money, then their moral compass is probably not where it should be. If you're, you know, doing it because that's the lifestyle you want to live and you want to be a part of that system and a part of those animals' lives, then it's probably more in line with good morals, good values. And of course, you know, for us being a first generation ranch, none of us are independently wealthy. My family and I, we all pushed our chips to the center of the table, so to speak. And we've invested everything that we have in this place to make this happen. We don't have a fat bank account to keep this place rolling. And so, you know, we do have to make money through this process, but it's not the driving reason. Like, our driving reason is for us to be a part of the lives of the bison and for the bison to be a part of our lives.